Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Sticks it in his belly. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires left. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first. inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Bulldogs have enough for the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Dogs will have it first and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty.
Georgia, 7. Florida State, 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminole.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quickly to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
They'll give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On second down, wants to throw. Now adjusting. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Yates. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Seminoles are on the move. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Georgia offense will take over. First and
10. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
With the run on 1st and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noel!
Running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Johns. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Georgia offense will take over 1st.
this Bulldog offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes his connection. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Here's a return from midfield. He gets a block. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Georgia offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Gets it out fast. Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Movement here from the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
It's reverse. Oh, what a move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 24, Georgia 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 45 on his way. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver shows motion. That's reeled in. It's Yates. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
This time it's complete. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He'll let it go to the left. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. They'll put the tight end in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Johns. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation.